And we're back. I would like to read a little poem again before we start, though. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes, a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. J.R.R. Tolkien. That's from Lord of the Rings, my favorite series. So I took a little break. I realized in my last stream I was trying to do no leveling. Two things. One, the character required to do a no leveling, like if everyone is based on a class, doesn't exist in the game yet. There's no deprived class. And because of there being no deprived class, you can't do a full run as a level 1 in the eyes of the previous Souls game. We tried. You could still get pretty far. The game glitched on me, so I just decided that's the game telling me to take a break. And in that break, I read the Silmarillion. Or I began to read it. I started the first 2 chapters. I highly recommend it. It's a good read. So, the second thing I realized about Nightreign, though, is that I never actually streamed it from beginning to end, story-wise. I didn't think there was a story. So now begins the Nightreign story mode. I named him after my Dungeons & Dragons character. Just my tabletop RPG name. I kind of used it for every RPG before D&D as well. Just RPGs in general. Background on the name that I picked for my character. Travern. It is Traveler, Tavern, and Wyvern mixed together. It's supposed to tell the story of the character. They're a traveler for most of the story, and then their story winds up with them being a, oh wait, I actually want a level. They end up owning a tavern after defeating a dragon. So the name tells the story. So I made it up. That's a name I made up. That doesn't exist. I remember looking it up beforehand and stuff years ago. Which was funny, because I remember a friend of ours, like, using it in a game, and I was like, where'd you get that name? And just, like, wondering. And they're like, oh, I don't remember. I think, because we played D&D, I was like, I didn't want to accuse them. Like, I'm pretty sure you're using the name I made, which is honestly flattering. I love that. But that's how I knew it was a solid name. I was like, I'm using that shit. If it's such a good name that you're already naming characters after it, then yeah, taking that shit. And using it. But I use it for my actual, like, game characters and stuff. So. I'm pretty sure if I look it up in my Google Drive documents, it will predate any listing online. Like, that's a crazy thing to claim, but I'm like 90% sure. I do love the name. I had based it off of Tolkien's naming, actually, back when I was like in middle school, high school. I was trying to learn how to make a fantasy language for like my friend's story and my story, right? We're all working together. I just want to make the Harley South Park sound. What's up? At Kama, you already know. You remember Adventurum was the name of the tabletop RPG that I was making, right? How many times would we play that shit? I know Kami in real life, so he streams. He's got his own channel. That's why he's modded. He's the homie. Go support him. He's on Twitch. I'm not on Twitch, but I know he's got an account over there as well. How you doing, Kami? We're starting the game over. I haven't actually streamed the story beginning to end, and you can't replay the chapters. So, the only way to do it is restart.
I have thee now.
Yep, we buddies. Ow.
I will swat away all who dare approach.
So you want to open with your ult, right? Here's why. You do a lot of damage in this moment, right? But the game is going to prompt you with an ultimate move tutorial in which it will fill up your ultimate. So you get double ult in this bad boy. That missed. I'm going to call a foul. I'm calling a foul. Nonsense. There, look at my ult, just refilled. Now I get the stagger. I got YouTube vids, but I'm predisposed until my stuff arrives. Ah, yeah. That actually does suck. Your shit's still not there, bro? How the fuck? You said they estimated 4 days? That's fucking... Well, that was a goddamn lie. What? What? That's actually crazy, dude. What the fuck? Also, Kami's been on stream. We've played multiplayer together, I guess. So if you've just been keeping up with any of my streams, go back like a couple streams. Before he moved, we were playing together. I just got a notification on Discord. Oh my god. I don't even know what that is. I still have to go I have like an entire section of Discords. You guys probably have the same thing, like a folder of Discords that people have invited me to that I've accepted that I mean to leave. Like, I literally put them all in one big old drop sheet, which is funny. Let's see, do you think I can get this person? God damn it, no. I'd rather wait. If I had my flame attack, I'd use that. Oh, is that why they give you a Lord Sworn straight sword with the flame attack? Whoop! Can I just kill him with the fucking blades periodically? Look, if you two-hand, you still get the offhand bonus. Watch. I summon Glintstone Blade. Damn, my timing is impeccable. My timing is insane. I've played like about 300 hours of this game now, so... Yeah, business days suck. Business days... Business days... That's actually crazy. Fuck. How you guys doing? Fuck. Moog's throwing a fit. Margit. Where is Moog? We have Margit, but we don't have Moog. Fucking NPCs crawling across the entire arena this whole time. Alright. Fuck me. Alright, you know what? I was gonna try and be funny with the glintstone blades, but... No! Oh my god. He's gonna die, though. I think I'm about to walk in here with my ult and his health stays down right there. I was trying to pick you up this whole fucking time, but Market doesn't have a break in his combos. My life is, there in their business, but they don't want to give it back. Bro, that's so... Business days suck, man. I'm probably gonna do a thesis essay about the Helldivers 2 crossplay and the cultural shift we must... gamers with SKG. I think they realized now that gamers actually can fucking like team up and sign signatures, right? Gamers have unionized. We've joked about it forever, like it was a meme, right? We need to unionize gamers, but now actually, ooh, I could do that. Actually, we could do that. But now we can force game companies to allow game developers to just make good games. Right? Cross-platform, no weird business decisions. It's starting to ruin shit. It's starting to ruin their reputation. It's starting to ruin the business models. It's starting to ruin development of the game. Creative fucking everything is bad because of the corporate greed. Falcon! Punch! Sorry, Margaret. It didn't look like I had you beat. I was talking the whole time, but I'm really just built different. Alexa. Play Future Metro Boomin' Like That featuring Kendrick Lamar. I'm just kidding. Alexa, don't do that. You don't have your Alexa commie, so everyone else has to suffer, unfortunately. That's what you get for hooking your house up to the fucking internet. I can control it from here. That is not dead which can eternal lie and with strange eons. Even death may die. Get it long, long ago? Strange eons. All of your Alexas listen him down. I know, right?
The shattering, as it was known.
I'm not gonna say it, but I'll type it in chat as a meme. Damn. Oh man, I accidentally skipped. I was trying to pull the mouse down into the other tab. I actually wanted to watch that. I'm so bummed. I was trying to move my mouse so that I could type and not interrupt the cutscene, and it interrupted the cutscene. That's sad. Because every other cutscene in Elden Ring lets me do that. I hit escape, it lets me move my mouse, and then I pull it down into the second monitor. And then I can type there. Fuck. Well. Live vicariously through me, though. I will be the Elden Ring gamer for now. Should I turn my graphics up? My computer's already hot as hell.
I know not why, but once again it has happened.
So she doesn't know why.
So be it.
So they don't have hindsight, they have foresight.
Condemned, I welcome you to the round table hold.
Obviously, hindsight's 2020.
I am the priestess, the voice of your formless master. You were chosen, for your potential to vanquish the night. The Night Lord is a living cataclysm, bent on laying waste to the
Let's turn her
very
up.
that anchors us. Unless we
Oh.
bring its end,
Can't move my mouse.
will be undone.
My life.
And for this, I need your help.
Sure, sis. Now I know it's important. The round table hold is a nexus of no, I'm just kidding. This is a big thing though. If you haven't played Demon's Souls, you understand. The round table hold is a nexus for launching expeditions. That's so funny. Travel to the lands between from the great site of grace. Change characters, conduct relic rites, and otherwise prepare for expeditions. That's so funny. Use the roundtable hold menu to travel directly to a facility of interest. Alright. I didn't know that. NB, this explanation can be accessed at any time from the visual codex in the roundtable hold. Good to know. We know much, though. It's almost as if we've ran this cycle before. So, just in case it does something, I'm gonna go talk to everybody once.
No matter how towering the beast we face, stand your ground and raise your shield. Be patient. Your window of opportunity will come.
Be patient. Alright, alright. No matter how towering the beast, you gotta face it. So walk forward. Face the monsters. Hello, Jar. What's your story? Is this a girl? I mean, shaman women were stuffed in jars as well. That one's clearly business savvy. Hello.
A fine beast we're facing this time.
We're gonna start on everyone's story on chapter 1. I think should be the best. Instead of just rushing through everyone's story, just do like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and see why it feels weird that other people's stories would cut off. I'm like, why does like a certain character end at 7, but another character end at 10, right? Pick your fucking chairs over here. Alright. Hello. I like your painting. Crucible Society Blood Knight. He paints a depiction of the Erd Tree. It does not yet look finished. God damn, can I relate to that? I can tell my vision of the Erd Tree isn't finished. Timeline-wise, bloodline-wise, map-wise. I guess it's all kind of overlapped into the same thing. Like a weird in-between ground. Where the fuck are we supposed to teleport to? I'm just checking to make sure people aren't... I guess you could just check the map, see where they are. Yeah. We go down. And we go around. Okay. And then this should be our boy. Wait, is the thing there? Is this at the start? No, you gotta unlock it? Okay. Noted.
I think I'm good to go.
Alright, say less.
You only need to land one good blow to punish a fleet-footed adversary. Be relentless. That's your best bet.
Alright. Fleet-footed adversary. Yeah, just run and beat the shit out of him. Go back and watch my fight with Gideon. If you don't know what he's talking about. Just don't let up. Relentless. Definitely. If you don't stop attacking, how the fuck are they going to have the opening to attack?
What is it? We must put the night sky to right.
No, their attack speed dictates that. Be careful if they have a faster attack speed than you. Is my actual advice. Wait. We didn't talk though.
I believe myself skilled in my craft.
Can I turn you up now, lady? Hold on. There we go. Oh my god, so much better. Okay, yeah. I feel fantastic. By the way, my armor I found out is 16 gauge, technically bulletproof. Isn't that crazy? The armor that I wear on stream for camera. Here, I'll show the helmet. They don't even sell it. I think the stream I pulled it up. Uh-oh. I dropped my... Hold on. I need to tie this. I think I've loosened it inside. So I need to... Yep, this is like... There we go. There's a skull cap built into this thing. Isn't that sick? So I can actually make it like a smaller helmet inside of the helmet. Whoa, that worked so good. That's insane. Oh, the camera's not plugged in. Give me a sec. I have so much trash all over my desk. Actually, never mind. It is just one wrapper. What the fuck? Forgot that I cleaned. All of my peripherals. Put this helmet on. Can't see shit. Hold on. It's plugged in now, but I have to go to source, properties, not filters. That was wild. That is definitely not what you do. Properties. Technically, I'm bulletproof. If it's like an airsoft gun, right, or a pellet gun, it actually doesn't do a fucking thing to this helmet, which is crazy. I found that out. Oh, my whole armor set. It's 16 gauge. I thought the smaller of the numbers would be thinner. So I bought the thinner one for cosplay. Turns out it's the opposite. When it's 18 gauge, it's thinner. And 16 gauge is the thicker one. Who would have thought? That shit's crazy. They also don't even sell this helmet anymore. It's because they used it for the D&D movie after I bought mine. I pulled it up on Instagram before. When you're accidentally bulletproof. Who would have thought? Allow them to break themselves upon you, is something I say. If you're right, you don't need to resort to violence because you are correct, right? You can just argue. If it's a place where we're having a discussion, you don't need to resort to violence. They're not being violent. Medieval collectibles. That's what it was called. That's how you know you're right. Is when you're like, why are you getting violent? Why are you getting angry? I was just spouting facts. So mine is like a mix of these two. Mine has a built-in drop, like the plates are inverted, or like the little dot right here is inverted, and there's a hole in my helmet. So I don't have a hook. Mine just closes. Look. That's it. That shit's heavy. Oh, fuck. I'll do, for old time's sake, I'll do one run with the helmet on. I beat an entire Dark Souls game like this, so this will be a funny little throwback. I played the entire thing with a helmet on. The thing is, you don't have peripheral vision, really. Oh, fuck. That actually, like, pinched the shit out of my hand. I'm gonna use this cup of cold coffee to chill it out. Yeah. There we go. Uh-oh, there's an update for Windows. Nah, I'm just kidding. Stream might explode, who knows. If you don't update your drivers while you're using the fucking computer, shit's not gonna run right. Update your drivers, update your system, iOS, everything should work. If your computer's like slow as fuck, just update everything. Are you ever gonna level up? No, but just to keep training, I got my helmet on for the good old days, and we're gonna do a run right now. So I'm gonna do a remembrance. Like, we started the whole game over. I'm on level 1-1 right now. See? Tutorial for the start of story mode, so. How does the helmet sound? Is it too muffled, or should I? I don't know what I look like staring head on. Maybe a bird? The wilder departed from his faraway home, braving the sea of fog to reach Limville. A nightfarer's forays wither the soul and cloud recollection, causing one night to bleed into the next. But of one thing he remained certain, that he must track down the Night Lord and bury it. There was no choice. He repeated the words to himself, all the while clenching a precious object in his hand, a solitary earring, its counterpart long lost. I can't stop buying CS2 cases. I bought like another 50 cases. Bruh! Bruh! That's crazy. We'll start with the Wilder. We need to beat the boss or do like one run. Let's see how far we can get without a single relic. Oh wait, I actually have one relic. Wait, I have one thing to use because we beat Margit the Fell. So. What if we beat the story with the thing? I think I'm gonna stack them sky high and open the here. If you have here, I have some crazy old boxes I will never open. So I can. Do you add me on Steam, or if we already have each other? Where's Counter-Strike? Old ass like chroma cases and shit. $7 for a Spectrum case. Dude, I have some old ass cases that don't exist anymore on my Steam. I've been playing Counter-Strike for a long time. I'll give you a case. I'll give you like one of the rarest cases. You know what's up. Just go to the Discord. Link your Discord or link your like Steam account or something in the Discord. I'll send a request. Just remind me, right? Comment on this video or something later. Just fucking remind me. Be like, bro, you promised me a CS case. I have no plans for those. I don't give a fuck about them. So I will give you one. If you remind me, I will give it to you. And now I take the helmet off in secret so that I can drink my coffee without revealing my face, because that's what I used to do back in the Dark Souls stream. I'm gonna keep them and wait. They are basically stock in Steam at this point. I know, that's like a set. For anyone who doesn't know, those cases are normally like 3 cents. Or like 5 cents. So having one that's like that old, $7, means it's really fucking good. Alright, coffee sipped, plate back on. Look, this is the part that keeps it together, I'm not even joking, right? Like, if I aim it down, it doesn't open. But, shit, my headphones. I was like, I can't hear the game. Alright. Where are we going? Oh, fuck, I can't. My headphone's falling out, I might have to do this one with no sound. Fuck it, we're going in def. and blind. Because I don't have my glasses on. And dumb. I'm deaf, dumb, and blind. That's unfortunate. The game does not matter. These are basically shares in Steam, since CS and Steam's esports, Steam grows CS2. Yeah, I know. It's like a meme at this point of like, dude, these weapons are so good. Like, they're so expensive. I gave my friend... I wish I could go back. If I can show my trades... My friend gave me an old Counter-Strike skin, like a long time ago. It was like a Cyrex or something, like a MP5 silenced stat track fucking minimal wear, no stickers Cyrex. It was $116 when he asked for it back. And we were friends since like kindergarten, so I was like, actually, if I could show my Steam trades, I'll show you guys. Like, actually, there's a trade in my Steam logs where it's like, he gave me that fucking forever ago, and then I give it back to him. It's so fun when it like increased in $100. Because I understand. If you give someone an item as a gift and you're like, whatever, dude, I don't need this. And then you find out later, like, hey, that thing that you gave him is worth $116 now. And then you ask for it back. I'd feel like from his perspective, I'd feel like a douchebag. Like, I would be the douchebag, right? Me, Slime, if I didn't give it back to him. From his perspective, I totally understand. So I just gave it to him, no questions asked. I was like, dude, you gave it to me forever ago. I don't really play Counter-Strike like you do. He's like really high rank, so I was like, just take your skin back. No worries. But I'm pretty sure there is a way to view your past trades. Like, I've done it on accident on Steam. Maybe they got rid of it, or maybe I'm thinking it was something else, but... Pretty sure there's a way that you can show which trades you've done. Now I'm back to screaming over the helmet muffle because I don't know. I'm like deafening myself. Oh god. Need a hat back. M4A1 Cyrex, nice. Nah, I wouldn't ask that back, but gifting it back is different. He's gonna use it. Yeah, exactly, if he's gonna use it. They play Counter-Strike, like, a lot, and they play Valorant, like, a lot. Those are their games. They're really good at it. They place high. And I even attribute my success in Overwatch, like, why I got so good at those games, because my friends were, like, taking it really seriously, and I was like, alright, we'll compete, you know? Like, I want to get good, too. But I like Overwatch, like, it's not even a secret. I'm so much better at Overwatch than the other games, so I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna play Overwatch. I was really high level as Pharah, let's just say that. Like, high rank. So much so that when I started playing for fun in, Marvel Rivals, we got to, like, Platinum, almost Diamond or some shit, Diamond. We got really fucking high, so... And that was like for fun. I just like when it started getting like sweaty and people were getting a little toxic in chat and asking each other to switch characters, I was like, and this is what ruined the original Overwatch for me, so I'm done. Like I was like, I don't want to take it that seriously. I was doing it for stream, so it was fun. But yeah, that's their game. Like Valorant, they don't really play Overwatch too much. That's where like we split. But again, that would be like if how I viewed it is like someone had an Overwatch skin for Pharah that's like super expensive, and I gave it to them back when it was like a box drop and it didn't cost anything, but now it's like it'll never be re-released and it's $100, and I'd be like, oh, and they don't play the game, right? Because I never really played Counter-Strike that much after, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna force. I understood him asking for it back. We were friends for a long time. I know him. He's not just asking for it to be greedy. He probably still has that shit in his inventory, equipped. Like, so yeah. I love markets and I love gaming, so naturally CS is the pick for me. I mean, if you look at my fucking Counter-Strike, if you look at my Steam profile, underneath my screenshots is all of the stuff I have in Counter-Strike. It used to be really expensive stuff, but I just was collecting red guns for fun. I mean, I just showed it, actually, I think. Yeah, no, I understand entirely. My Steam profile has my guns on display. I used to have like a knife in CSGO, even gave that to a friend. Some stuff it's just like, again, they gave it to me originally, right? Like he gave me the Cyrex. So it's not like, oh, out of the kindness of my heart, he's asking for a Cyrex that I had and I didn't use. It was like, no, he gave it to me and I used it for when I played, but then I stopped playing after years and it was just sitting in my inventory, gathering dust, right? And if he still played, which I know he did, I was like, okay, yeah, bro, just take your skin back and use it. Get those numbers up on StatTrack. What's with the night helm, Slimy? What's up, Donnie? How you doing? This is what I wore for one of my Dark Souls runs. I played through like an entire Dark Souls game wearing this, so I was just, as a joke, putting it on. I pulled it up as a reference. I realized it's the 16 gauge one, which is why it's so heavy, and it's technically bulletproof for lower caliber pistols. So, I'm technically bulletproof right now. I didn't even know. That's just a little fun fact about this helmet. Oh god. Oh god, oh shit, I'm in the storm. That was so close. I almost made it out of there without touching the storm. How you doing, Donnie? I don't know if you play Counter-Strike. I'm gonna take the helmet off and turn the cam off. I just said I'd do it for one run as a throwback. I'm rocking a Falchion Ruby I got a few years ago, and it's ridiculously priced now, but I'll never sell it. Some of my stuff is expensive because of the skins on it, and the skin itself. So it's like, or not the skin on it, the skin and the stickers on it. Like the stickers they don't sell anymore, and they're like, I have like some of the disband stickers they'll never put in the game again. As soon as I show the sticker, you'll be like, oh, okay. It makes sense why they're putting that. I don't know if they'll never put it back in the game, but like, I don't know if they'll drop again. I just hit the helmet and that slid down my head, and now it's in slide mode. If you don't have a skull cap on underneath your helmet, you're kind of fucked. I'm learning how to wear armor after years. I do play CS, but I quit the gambling part years ago. Yeah, I haven't opened a case in forever. I was saying I'll give you a case, XRP, if you want. I almost called you XRP Moonwolf, which was your original name. Damn, we got followers in chat that I remember their original username. That's actually crazy. Never thought it'd be there. You got any Hellraiser stuff? I collect them. I'll check my inventory right now after this run. Let's just keep talking about it though. I almost went broke opening cases since chasing FN Blue Gem. That's so funny. It's like a thing with almost all gamers who played CS. It was like, remember your skin addiction? Remember just the gambling addiction? Well, actually, I know a lot of friends who quit. That's the one thing about gambling addictions is you pretty much can't quit. I know a lot of people who just would... I think it's maybe because it's a video game and you are spending a lot of money on it. When it gets to a point where it's bad, you can, like, you can disconnect, right? Maybe not everyone, but, like, it is easier to be like, wait, this is a game and I'm spending money on it. It's not like real gambling. I need to stop. So I feel like that's what I thought, right? And then I also suspected something fishy with the Counter-Strike skin websites. That's when I quit. I thought my friends were all gambling skins on those websites. I was like, bro, why are you trusting these websites with your accounts and skins? They were my friends constantly got hacked, like their Steam accounts, and they constantly lost all of their skins betting on people who ended up like a controversy of them throwing and stuff. Yeah, I buy them to keep and wait. Exactly. Like if you do that, that's different. They were like buying to gamble with it on the websites, and I was like, nah, I use my skins. I actually want to play the game with my skins. Is the fun part. So I didn't get to the gambling phase. I opened a couple cases, but even then I couldn't justify it. As a game developer, I was like, meh. You know, cases. I like the cases in Overwatch. As I said, I went to Overwatch, where you can get the cases in-game with currency by playing back in the day. So you didn't actually need, like, you didn't need to spend $2, $2.50 on a key, like in Counter-Strike. You just played to open it. But again, it's a little bit different because in Counter-Strike you can trade and sell the skins back, and you can pretty much, I can like trade one of my Counter-Strike skins for like a whole game franchise. Like I can buy like all of the game franchises while they're on sale for that Cyrex. Like if I sold a $116 skin on my Steam account, just have that balance sitting there, and then fucking summer games, right, the summer Steam sale rolled around, I'd be so fucking hyped. And I know actually a lot of friends who traded knives and did that exact thing. So I'm not even like, oh dude, it was so bad and it never got any value. I was like, I know a lot of friends who cashed out and have games that they bought with a skin, right? And they still play that shit. Like Rust, trading, I have so many skins on Rust. It's not even funny, bro. You have a Titan Hollow. My price sticker is the Titan Hollow. I got one. That's crazy. I have the Drug War Veteran sticker. If you know, you know. It's like the pot leaf, and then it says Drug War Veteran on it. So it's like, I'm a veteran of the Drug War, because that's what the people called it. Was that the last ring, or are we going in now? Alright, we're closing. Titan Hollow is crazy, though. Level 8 on day 1 is fine. We shouldn't have gone to the top of that. I fucked up fighting that thing. I didn't even upgrade my weapon. Rookie mistake. This fucking helmet is at least the 30% of my consciousness right now. It's just taking, like, the pressure on my head. How the fuck do these gamers... How does the character do any of this shit with armor on? How did our ancestors think? I guess they didn't. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got one, I remember. That's crazy. I got one, I remember the night I got it and we were shouting in the Discord. Yeah, there's nothing like opening a fucking case in Discord with your friends. Or like, I was sitting at my friend's house when I opened my knife forever ago that I traded it. I just sold that shit. That's also when I gambled out. I was like, oh, I can just cash this knife out and get like a bunch of games. Like, that's when it clicked in my head and I was like, I'm out of this. I don't need to spend any more. I spent $250 and I got like an expensive ass skin. I'm out of here. So I just bought some games and I was happy. I was happy with it. Honestly, I don't encourage addiction, but at least again they let you cash out. You like play the games. I even earned, or not even. I was watching my younger brother play surf. Right? He used to do surf all the time. Tommy knows who I'm talking about. I only have one. I have 4 brothers, but only one younger brother. So. He was playing surf. He was like crazy good at it. I cannot surf for my fucking life, but my younger brother's crazy. And he, while just playing the game, people got skins when it would wrap up. And I was like, you guys get paid skins to just play the servers off, like private servers too. I'm like, that's a private server that you're surfing on, because I don't know any surf servers. So these skins ticker will either break you or make you. Yeah, if you know when to cash out, that shit's the bomb, dude. Just fucking, you got a good skin in your fucking inventory? Stop buying cases. You did it. You won. You did it. Trade your shit in, buy a couple of games, play some other shit. You can still keep you can buy a bunch of, like a set of lower skins that all match, right? Minimal wear. So they're discounted. You're set, dude. You're fucking set. You still have like $40. You got a cheap knife? Nah, I'm just kidding. But I'm actually not. You can cash out on CSGO skins and you actually buy games and other things on Steam. Technically, this is the crazy thing. You can get enough CSGO skins and sell them to buy a Steam Deck. You can straight up buy a Nintendo Switch, but better. Like, no one can tell me shit about that. Like, oh, it's game. I'm like, bro, you could turn a fucking digital skin into like an actual device in your household. Yeah. Oh, we gambling now? Yeah, we're talking about CS skins. I haven't opened a CS skin in so long. I'm like, that is gambling, but like, you can cash out on that shit if you are opening cases and you got like one good skin. I say do it. The feeling of cashing out is way better. Winning, trust me, dude. There's no feeling like winning. You're like, oh, dude, I did it. And I don't have to suffer the gamble anymore. Fuck that shit. fuck gambling, right? I hate the gacha games that don't let you cash out or take it anywhere else, right? I think that's actually why Japan changed their thing, so it's like you can use the tokens to buy other things, right? So it's like not gambling, but gambling. Kind of like that. They made pachinko parlors out of fucking Steam's Counter-Strike skins, but it actually worked. I feel like it's not as bad morally as like 90% of the game developer shit. So. They should make it, the hot take, all of the gacha games on Steam should make it so you could change or trade with characters. Like if you could trade someone your Genshin Impact skin or whatever. I don't play Genshin Impact, but imagine if there was a market where people could undercut drops and shit. That's what the Steam market is. So it's like, yeah, gambling or whatever, but imagine that. That's a better summarization. Yeah, the Steam Deck also boosted the market with the Steam Deck and Valve Index. Yeah, you could get a fucking VR. What am I talking about? You can enter cyberspace, bro. You can go to the Matrix. On the Steam Deck market, you can now indeed cash out into real objects. Titan Hollow itself could help you buy those. Yeah, the stickers will... Are we fighting? Oh! That's a dragon. Come here! Come here! I fucking missed every attack. Double up. Will break you. The market is so niche, you're in it for yourself. I think with your CS items, the old stickers. Bro, I had like a 75, or no, I had like a $80 knife, and I forget exactly what it was. It was just like a really shit color. I didn't like it, but it was like 80 bucks. I was like, dude, if I just cash this out, sell it for 75, right? Like just type in the box, like I get $75 from this, and you can upcharge whatever Steam. You undercut the whole market, that shit sells instantly to bots, right? That is gonna resell it to up their value, and then you just boom, you cash out like immediately. If you're gonna try and sell it at market price, you might have to wait and stuff. But if you undercut, you don't give a fuck about that line going up, dude. You're cashing out. Fuck the line. Make it red make it as red as you can so that you make as much money as fast as possible. That's what it is. Fuck the stock market. What are you talking? You're cashing out of the market. You're out. You did it. You made your money. Marketing all this is. Yeah, that's crazy. Just fucking cash out, bro. I used to collect the butt blood skins for fun. It's crazy, but yeah. Like there were certain knife skins that were bad. Oh, actually, those are like the punchy skins, dude. I always wanted one of those. That shit was always like $20 for the cheapest one, and I couldn't. It's like that's a really good indie game, like Hollow Knight or some shit. I'm like, why would I ever spend $20 on a skin? Spend $2, open it. Not going. I got influenced by own ePixel because the way he talks about skins with suck knowledge or such knowledge. I understand. Like I said, my friends were in that shit. They were straight up gambling the skins. I can't say I wouldn't. I was complicit in the crime. I was sitting with them going like, oh shit, in the Discord, bro. I hit the wrong button just now. So it's like I was a hype man for the hype beast. I wasn't gambling myself really. Like I said, I cashed out on a lucky knife early on years ago, but fuck that. And also when you play, you get cases and you get skins. So you could just, if you like that, I have like a $7 skin. I can just trade that in and open a couple cases right now, right? Like I actually, just because of the amount of time I've been playing, I have value in the game in my inventory. Like you said, it's a stock market. So it's like not everyone has the benefit of like, I have like a 15-year token or some shit. So it's like, of course, that thing is from like 10 years ago. The fucking thing I'm using. Just gonna trade that. If I could trade Elden Ring skins, I wouldn't know how to feel about it, right? Like, it's a certain thing. Like, I'm glad that Elden Ring doesn't have loot boxes and all these mechanics. I think a game is lesser for it, but out of the ways you can do it, there's like a gacha game, right? Where it's like pay to win power kind of shit, which is annoying. Or there's like CS:GO cases where it applies no fucking benefit most of the time. Sometimes it's a negative benefit because you're glowing pink in a desert that's brown. It's like they're gonna see your ass with that skin. What are you doing? So, some skins are pay to lose in Counter-Strike, but that's a good thing in the eyes of the community because it's more fair. It's it's showing how skilled you are. I didn't wait. Damn, did you see the Raider's ability damage on the posture Crystallian? Yeah, he just fucking like knocked him on his back into tomorrow, almost off of the tower. You get some really expensive finishes for cheap, man, on the plugs. It's crazy. Yeah, I really do miss Counter-Strike. It is a fun game, but I feel like it's developed so much, and when they changed the maps, they lost me. I was like, you had such a good thing for so long. It did the Overwatch thing a little bit too much, right? They were on their own path, and then they followed Overwatch in the worst way possible. They didn't make Counter-Strike 2. They turned CS:GO into Counter-Strike 2. So my achievements and everything that I got on CS:GO is gone. Right? And that's what I felt happened in Overwatch. Like, I got really high rank, Kami knows, and it sucks to lose that progress. I can't open my stats and look at that shit because they erased it off of the servers. And it, like, emotional damage, but actually, Kami, gotta be enhanced relic, my boy, clap them cheeks. Yeah. I'm glad that everyone's in here talking. What is happening right now? I took a couple days break. I'm glad y'all are here. This is crazy. I'm like, what? We got peeps in chat right now. What the fuck? But no, I am thankful for it. I'm a streamer? What do you guys mean? What do you mean I'm a streamer? When you realize you're a streamer? I used to stream to like 0 people. Talk to myself for like the future me. I used to make a joke. It drove me crazy. Like, I would talk to future me in chat as I am recording live. I mean, you guys know. We miss you, Slime. That's why. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I was just watching movies and reading books, just consuming other media because I often am biased to video games. So I just wanted to be like, you know, appreciative of all of the things that inspire other people. And my brother was watching like old school Japanese films that I didn't even know the names of when I walked out. And then we went on to I watched Borat, the sequel, Borat 2. Just like it was on, we had it for free, right? It was just on, and I watched that. And I don't know if I've laughed harder. That shit was insane. That was like the most out of pocket wild shit. That was crazy. Yeah, it was just insane. I wonder if they're gonna come help me on this or I'll run out of time. So I read the Silmarillion, right? I started rereading the Silmarillion. I got a couple chapters in. I don't even want to spoil the shit that I found. I was just kind of like, oh damn, was I right? Oh my god. Dude, Twitch is no different with me. Yeah, you just get... CSGO is still better. People don't know, though. Still more people playing CS2 than CSGO ever had, which is crazy because CS2 is worse. You know what, though? It's because of the free change. They did it at the end of CSGO's life cycle, but I think that would have skyrocketed it. You used to have to buy CSGO. I don't even care about this. I actually love when games do this. I'm probably one of the only I'm probably only one of the game developers in the world that loves when people do this. I bought the game, Counter-Strike, right? CS, right? CSGO, specifically. Then they released it for free. Now, they got rid of the price, right? After constantly discounting it for years and years, the game was sold and kind of dying, let's be honest, that they were like, all right, we're going to start working on the sequel. Let's make it free because free-to-play models are kind of where it's at right now. And then it got a little bit of problems with the cheaters, I'm sure, because every free-to-play game has problems with cheaters. Because you could just make a new fucking account, download the game again. But Overwatch had that, and I love Overwatch, so I can't even... I would be a hypocrite if I was like, my favorite game has that problem, but also CS introduced that problem. I don't give a fuck. But I think it's cooler for the community if it's been years, right? And it's like, okay, now we're re-releasing the thing. I saw a power-up on my notifications thing. I'll jump down from the top to go get it, don't worry. Give us your favorite movies, and I'll give it a try if I haven't watched it. You see, my favorite movie is an anime movie. It's the Brawly. It's the Dragon Ball Super Brawly movie. I fucking love that movie. Me and my brothers. I'll explain why it's nostalgia-wise, so it's not like you'll understand why it's nostalgia, and not just like oh, I think the movie's great. I think the CGI combat is fucking cool and beautiful, and like next level as well. The fight was well choreographed for animation stuff, but I grew up on the road a lot, traveling in the car with my brothers, and we had like a VCR in the car with us in the van. So I remember watching the Dragon Ball movies on the road, like the Brawly movie and all the Brawly movies. So like we weren't aware of the online hate. We were kids. We thought that shit was so fucking cool. I loved Brawly and all the like the animations and stuff, Dragon Ball Z. I was a weeb as a kid. Goku. Right? That's all I need to say. So the bringing him back into the cycle of the story with Super, like the argument of canon aside, and giving him like an actual storyline that's fucking well thought out and ties into the series, and no one needs to argue about canon, and now they respect the character. It made me so happy. Brawly is maximum, yeah. Ruined Overwatch. People have no stake in the game when you can just make a new account. Yeah, exactly. When you got Prime status, since you bought it, this made it that you don't have queue with free-to-play cheaters. Yeah, stuff like that. I actually love that shit. I don't have fire, so I'm gonna drop that right now, actually. Let's hit this parkour. I don't know if this is even possible. Nope. Not even close. Alright. But yeah, I have nostalgia for Brawly, so that's why I really like the new Super one, because I was like, dude, they did a good job on the story. And now me and my brothers don't need to, like, argue about canon and stuff. We never really argued, but, like, we would always be like, ah, yeah, but it's not canon, that sucks, you know? But now it's like, oh, dude, so I rented the movie and watched it with my brother, like, my younger brother, and it was so good that I rented it again and watched it with my older brother, who also likes Dragon Ball. And it was just a good family viewing experience. Very, again, nostalgic. Just hanging out with your brothers, talking about Dragon Ball, being like, oh shit, they blew up the planet! I'm like, dude, wait. You know, like, I fucking love that. It's so fun. That's the kind of anime shit that I like. The fight scenes. So, yeah. I fucking love that shit. But if I had to go with like a movie that anyone can watch regardless of the story, right? Like out of context, it's not really a part of the... maybe Lord of the Rings, just watch the trilogy, and if you're only want a single movie... Fuck, I'm thinking of a comedy. I'm gonna think of a... Actually, Advent Children. Fucking... Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is a great movie. That just, if you don't even, if you've never even played the games, just watch the movie. It's crazy. The fight scenes in it, the story, the way that they respect your intelligence because they expect you to have played the games going in. You're just kind of like, what the fuck is even happening? And then at the end of it, you just get treated to like a crazy fight scene. And then a bunch of exposition that explains it. I loved it. I like it. That's a good movie that's just like, by itself, pretty dope. I was watching a lot of stuff recently. What movie do you recommend, Kami? Because, I mean, we used to go to movie night. What did I put on my movie list? I put Advent Children, I put Super Brawly, Stardust is a great film. Like the comedy, the romantic comedy. That's nothing like any of the movies I just talked about for any of the reasons I talked about them, but it is still a good movie. It's got that fantasy setting, lightheartedness. It's I don't know, I like that. That's actually the movie. Erase everything I said, just go watch Stardust with Robert De Niro. Okay. Oh my god, I am fucking so good at platforming in this game. Go back and look at that. I planned that shit. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. That was beautiful. This game is so fucking good with platforming. God damn. Alright. We're using our ult. I'm still fucked up over the Sonic movie being stellar after the first one. Yeah, Transformers 1 is the spot in my heart, though. Oh, yeah, bro. We'll defeat Ladies Man. Nothing will defeat Ladies Man. Honestly, yeah. I was surprised that the Sonic movie was good. I still haven't watched the second. It's like my role as a babysitter or something. I put the Sonic movie on for my nephew, right? Because he wants to watch it or something. And then I will have to, like, go clean up, or I'll have to, like, go help someone do shit. Where the fuck did he just go? His helmet is beginning to wear on me, friends. Oh. Is that? No. Tell me that's not the Executor. Tell me that's why Executor. Netflix. I actually just canceled all of my subscriptions to, like, everything. No Netflix, no Disney Plus, nothing. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Just to relax and unwind. That's why I've been reading books and enjoying shit that I already own. It's nice. And then also, like, the Borat movie was free and already on, so I was like, oh, we could just watch this. Like, they just pump movies out, right? It leaves this month. Oh, Transformers 1? Damn. Alright, maybe. Because after you cancel your subscription, you're kind of still left with a month. If I have it active, like, for a couple of days, I'll go peep. I'll check it out. We gotta check it out. Piracy time? Arrgh. Fun fact, this armor is from the... Oh, wait. This armor is from the 14th, 13th century. And it would have been a barboot of potential mercenary armies, and because it was Italy and the Mediterranean Sea, could have been pirates. Could have been a seafaring pirate, just like my boy Wilder here. Could you imagine? No, Sonic 2 is leaving Netflix, my bad. Oh, that's crazy. I thought I just saw Sonic is also on Amazon. Maybe they just put that shit everywhere for the streaming payment. They're like, you know, kids are going to want to watch this shit, and adults are going to want to be nostalgic, so fuck it, just put it on your streaming services. Pay us, baby. I think they should start... I'm going to just get all ethical. Mask on so that I can go mask off, right? No, I fear nothing under the helmet. For my shield is truth and justice. They should release their streaming numbers and how many views, just like on YouTube, so people... like advertisers and actors. Could you imagine how, like, if an actor could say, like, oh, dude, I was in a movie with fucking 50 million or 500 million streams, right? Like, views on it. And actual views, right? Like, they could tell you, like, oh, if they've watched more than half of the movie or something like that. And they can give a review after. So it's like, that would be such a good way to do it. In terms of programming, it's like only people who have watched more than half of the movie can say anything about the movie. Because you know haters are gonna, like, jump on and bandwagon and start fucking complaining about shit that they haven't watched. So it's like, just watch the movie, and then you can talk about the movie. And then on top of that... Oh wait, Sonic 3 is on Amazon. There we go. I thought I saw Sonic on Amazon. All of the benefits I actually just listed before starting the list. I don't need to repeat it, but actually, then it's like the benefits to the actor, as well as the streaming service, as well as the, like, production company, any of the production crew. Everyone can actually start getting paid ethically, because you can start paying based on streaming views, like is done in the streaming standard on YouTube for us, like, streamers. K-Pop Demons was really funny, but very social media coded. You know what, though? Media transforms for how people view it. Maybe that's the movie that needed to happen, so people realize they can kind of tone back on the media enough. So it's like I'm willing to forgive any complaints like that. Did we just beat the boss? I can take this fucking helmet off now. Holy shit. Oh, okay. God damn. Okay. Face reveal. Half of my face reveal. So I'm gonna be screaming for a minute. I've been screaming into the mic this whole time. So it's like, if it's the first of its kind that does something kind of like, you know, not bad, then I'm more forgiving towards it. But if something is contrived, like say a Undertale remake by a developer who makes it into a Deltarune remake, right? Super contrived, and then also is providing chapters like it's a live service game while going against don't like stop killing games, right? Like they are against the live service bot. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with Pirate Software now. I'm just describing the Pirate Software situation. You should own what you buy. If that's a hot take, then I'm fucking insane. Then set me on fire, okay? I'm the hottest take.
However, the Night Lord yet lives.
It's insane they beat BTS with Saja Boys on charts.
There are others.
Same with Huntrix beating Blackpink. Okay.
It's not yet clear what this means.
I have no fucking idea
Beast left a
what you're talking about.
and I believe
Let me deduce it. I know BTS is K-pop.
to resemble a whole
I don't know what the fuck Saja Boys is. On charts, I'm assuming musical charts. Let me don't interrupt. Let me get this. Let me decipher this. Huntrix beating Blackpink. Blackpink is a K-pop thing, but they're girls, right? Isn't BTS boys? So BTS is the boys, and Saja Boys is the boys in the movie, is it? And then the Huntrix, please tell me. Oh, it sounds like Huntress. So that's the band, or are those the songs that the bands in the movies created? It's one or the other. Saja Boys is either the band or the music that they made. Right? Yeah, reward me points. I don't know shit about K-pop. I have no fucking idea about K-pop. But I believe I've read between the lines. And hopefully I'm right. Conduct a relic rite to evoke the power of an obtained relic. Relics used in rites are not consumed and can be repeatedly used in relic. We already know how this shit works. Shifting Earth. When the Earth shifts. Defeating Night Lords and other events makes the lands between rupture and churn like butter. These phenomena are known as instances of shifting Earth, and each of them yields unique rewards. The phenomena continue for some time, with conditions restored after conducting several expeditions or passing time at the Round Table Hold. Sorry. I like fucking around and doing different voices. Correct, anime K-pop beat real K-pop. That's sick. You mean VTube K-pop beat... No, I'm just kidding. They're 3D renders and shit. Well, I guess VTubers are 3D too. I make VTuber models into video game characters, so... Memory fragments evoke recollections of the past and allow them to be relived. Select partial remembrances from the journal to relive past memories in the realm of remembrance. That's actually crazy, though, to think, that's like... if they made a movie based only on the cutscenes from a video game, right? They took like Diablo 3's cutscenes, like I've been saying for years, and then made the character story into the gaps between, like they made cutscenes to fill in the gaps of just like the events that happen. and then you just make that a movie, right? Like it's just a movie of the cutscenes from the video game, and then that movie beats like a real live action Hollywood movie with famous actors. That's essentially the same thing that just happened. They just like made K-pop characters up, and then they, like how they made up Diablo. They just made K-pop characters up, and then they just made music in a movie based off them. That's awesome as fuck, actually. It would be even cooler to find out that like they got K-pop people to play the voices of the, or like, because they do this sometimes in like other series where they'll take a character's voice actor and they'll be the normal voice actor when the character's talking, but then the character will break into song and a different singer takes over for the voice actor while they're singing. So there's like two people playing one character. There's the singer voice and the normal voice. That's a thing that happens actually a lot. And so that would be cool if they did that and they got like K-pop people to constantly come in as the characters, and then you can have kind of like one of those Sing franchises, right? I never watched any of those movies, but I know that they're based off of like covers of pop songs. You could do the inverse, where you have the famous musicians making made up songs for this fucking K-pop anime world. That would be kind of sick, and then you'd never run out of content. You could just make a storyline, make a fucking... That's my content brain. Thinking of like an ethical way to make a cool story while also not disenfranchising existing musicians. I don't know. But I think that would be cool. I don't know anything about K-pop. Like, actually. I don't know shit. If you put a K-pop song on and you're like, gun to your head, tell me who this is. I'm painting the walls, bro. So, thank you guys for watching. We will continue into the remembrance. Maybe we'll go and unlock everyone's remembrances. We'll, like, start these characters, right? And then get everyone's remembrances. And that'll be how we progress this series. And then when they come out with the DLC, I don't have to beat the game again, no leveling. I could do a full run through the game with the DLC, no leveling, when the game releases the DLC. So I could do every character, all the remembrances, right? Like I can actually do a no leveling playthrough as well of Nightreign, which would be fun. So, thank you guys. I actually fucking loved talking to you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Deuces. Thanks, Donnie. Thanks, MXRP Moonwolf. Shout out to Orange Buster. He wasn't here, but also Kami, my mod. You guys are the bomb. See you guys later. Spread peace, not hate. And try not to focus on internet drama too much, guys. Go read a book or something. I highly recommend The Silmarillion.